welcome to another exciting edition of One Way, where we head in one particular direction, note the separation, and keep going till either this show or this game becomes irrelevant, boring, both, whichever. Anyway, if we hit F3 and good old F5, you can see we're heading south, which is Z, 137,351 for the most part blocks out, and we are going to continue in said direction. And while I plop the boat down, here are the rules. South, that's the direction we go. If we have to do lateral movement that-a-way or that-a-way, it is acceptable. We do not wholesale go this way. We have, in recent episodes, started moving more in the backwards direction. And I've noticed that one time I decided to let that happen, it actually helps with the forward progress, believe it or not. So we're a little more liberal with that, and if you know me personally, me being liberal on something is quite a... Oh, you frickin' octopus. Gonna ruin my game, aren't you? Gonna point the boat back in the direction that I had it, or more or less, yeah, right there. This is the starting point, and we're gonna go for an hour and see how far we get. Starting now. And away we go. And yes, they are called squid in-game, and I always have to keep repeating just in case you haven't seen any of the other episodes. They have 8 tentacles. Therefore, they are octopi. Squid have 6. I guess it's a Swedish thing that they call octopi squid. I don't know. Either that or just didn't do too well in history class. I mean, not history class. Biology. Everybody's got a weak subject. As if you couldn't tell when I talk, mine were pretty much English and literature. Real bad. And it looks like we are heading into winter territory. And no, because people do sometimes think it is, this is not me attempting to copy Far Lands or Bust. This is my own adventure. Just simply heading in one particular direction. Again, note separation. And seeing how far we can go before nobody cares anymore. Speaking of Far Lands or Bust, while I'm thinking of it, I don't know how many episodes ago he decided to once again head in the correct direction, stutter, and pretty much head west, which is his direction towards the Firelands. But he's doing that again, heading the right way. People are happy. And finally, I have had enough time and remembered, which is more or less the problem, to check out his charity, which is Child's Play Charities. That's what the name of it was, and I couldn't remember. And I wanted to check up on its performance, because I have a thing that I don't donate to every charity. I don't donate to many, because a lot of them are actually not very good, stutter. Or some might be, the heart's in the right place, but they don't donate enough of the incoming funds to the actual cause. So my rule is I never donate to a charity that does not give at least 75% of your donation to the actual cause, as we stutter in that little moment. And Child's Play just barely, and I mean just squeaks in to what I consider acceptable to donating to. They have a donation rating of big stutter, 75.6% of what goes in goes to the cause. It just barely makes minimal acceptance in my book. But the thing is, it's acceptable. That's all that matters. And stutter. Well, we went by. Anyway, and it's winter, which sucks. And premature now. And I disembark prematurely because the boat has a tendency to wander off if you go on shore. And premature boarding means it won't hit the shore as hard. We definitely don't want to break boats, as we don't like that. And while we are in a crappy winter biome, big stutter. I think my computer's doing something. I don't know what it's doing. We got a ice spike biome here. I think it's called ice spikes. Alright, okay, we need to move forward. So right now, I do plan on giving to the cause, even though he has reverse direction and is starting to go the right way. My plan was I was going to donate to try to make it harder for me to meet up with him in terms of how far one has traveled. But there are some differences that are advantageous towards me. I'm using a modern version of the game where he's using alpha or beta, whichever doesn't have running in it. He does not have boats that travel fast, and although I hardly ever use them, he doesn't have the horse either. So now what I gotta do is next payday, when I cash my check, yes, I do things more the old-fashioned way. I actually go to the bank and actually look at statements, because I do not trust ATMs or going digital, because it's pretty much well known to be easily hacked. Oh, it looks like it's starting to become nighttime. And gonna see what my checking account looks like, and being that it is something that is of acceptable quantity, that is 75.6 cents for every dollar donated, will actually go towards what I found out is again, I keep forgetting, which is why I'm saying now again, I'm finding out. They do more than video games. They do regular board games, books, and send them to hospitals where kids are sick and recovering from God knows what. And hopefully, they make their hospital stay just that much nicer. And like I said, since I found out that they have a very good, albeit minimal in my book, acceptable, ratio of, I'm trying to figure things out here while talking, ratio of business expenses versus actual good deeds doing, that it's worth my money. So even though my plan was to donate just so I could say, here I am, I'm going to try and get as far away from the 0 point as you are, I still think it's a very goodwill gesture, even though to do it anyway. Even though he is going the right way, and like many others, I'm watching those videos again whenever I get the chance. And if I don't, I skip some and just watch the more recent ones. So me, I'm just doing it for the hell of it. Because to the best of my knowledge, and I could be wrong, nobody else is doing this in the modern game. And one of these days I gotta fool around with the map file and see if I can reduce the file size, because it's getting close to 2 gigs, which is not really all that bad, but every now and then that's just enough to cause it to stutter a little more wildly and just overall drag the performance down a little bit. But mutton does not really last. Wondering if the saturation thing works. So we're stuck in Winterland. But like I said, the good thing about Winterland is that we go fairly unobstructed, and we can go that much further. Many of us older gamers do not do the bounce, the jump and run technique, because it just looks dumb. But when it comes to ice, it really does speed up your performance quite a bit. And there's some speed up on regular ground, but not quite enough to make it worth doing. And sometimes you get hung up like that. Besides, regular running uses your resources up significantly less than the jump and run. Alright, I see that it's a little easier to go that way, so we'll... Actually, I should just do the... Pay attention to that food bar. And there we go. So, yeah, that's everything to get caught up on in terms of updating you on what's going on. And of course, stutter. A lot of people like adventuring, so I alternate between my regular shows and this. I try to record one of the regular shows and one of these during the weekend. However, on the particular days that I head out and meet family, that doesn't happen. I don't like where I am, but we ain't got a choice. We're gonna have to zoom by and hope for the best here, because... Oh, here we go. We got a gap. Hopefully we're far enough away. Thank goodness there was a little gap there. The gods were nice to us. Are we still heading the right way? Yes, we are. I could always F3, but let's try doing it the quote-unquote right way, is stare up. If you see the sun moving to the right, we're going the right way. If the sun's moving left, we're going the opposite direction that we should be. Stutter. If it's moving towards or against us, we're going lateral, which is okay, but not quite what we want. Now the question is, what do we have here? Oh, it looks like we've got plains. Is it a plain or a island? Okay, we're going to go a little lateral so we can walk in the middle of this just in case. Stutter and stall. Just to see if we can see anything. I haven't seen much in the way of villages in the plains as of late since the savannas have come around. And now. And we go completely different direction than I went. Well, Kind of want to be more towards here anyway, so we can see over the hill. And boom, nothing. Did the boat break? Yeah, the boat's broken. But for some reason, it's still showing up as existing, even though it isn't. Alright. That. And go. Anyway, let's check food. Okay, 59 mutton. I mean, we're still pretty good in the mutton department. Okay, we know there's nothing up on that hill. So that's where the plains pretty much end. Lateral movement here. We see a hill. Like I said, some slight backwards movement's not going to hurt anything. It actually, overall, helps. Oh, look, another ice spike biome, but it's behind us. And that would be a wholesale move in that direction. We don't want to do that. I got lava over there, which I did see. Sheep over there. Still pretty good in that department. Although when the wool starts getting a little low, I'll grab the shears, which I, for some reason, have never thought of making and using for such a long time. Probably because it actually would help with food, but I don't need the help anymore. I'm doing alright. And run instead of stalling. Yeah, we got desert now. Deserts could hold villages and or a temple. So I will rather look at these, because there's double the odds that something will appear here that can be useful to us. So like I said, people like these adventure type things. And to the best of my knowledge, I might be blowing smoke for all I know. I'm the only one doing this in the regular game. Then again, I'm so obscure that maybe other people that are ridiculously obscure as well are doing it, and of course, we just don't see each other because of the obscurity. So here we are in the ocean again. Yeah, not exciting to watch, but it definitely helps in making forward progress. And is that an island or land? My rule is I do not stop for islands, stutter, unless they're big and have a structure on it, or I need to stop on an island to sleep the night off. And is that a legit piece of land? Stutter. Well, it looks like the plains have ended and we're going into what I call question mark territory. Alright, I think we can make it over to that. Hopefully it is a piece of land. Stutter. I don't like you guys being where you are. No, it's an island, but we need a place to rest our head and call it good, at least for now. And, oh, whoa. It stuttered forward, and the boat's running away. That's alright. Goes the sheep. And away we go. Alright, for some reason, I don't know why, I didn't think I started the timer, but I did. That was one of my big things. Start it, make sure that it's going, and go. Yeah, that was an island. And because, like I said, it was getting dark, we sleep off there. Pretty much the only reason, stutter, to stop for the island. Now to keep on going. In these really long oceans that aren't supposed to exist anymore, unless they brought them back. I don't want islands, I want land. Places we can stop and explore. Stutter. I don't know, is that legit land? I don't know. Might be. Let's just check it out and be sure. Lateral movement time. Stutter. Boy, the boats are acting weird. This boat break. Yeah, another broken boat. Yeah. Ooh, I don't know what that was. Okay, lateral movement time. The operative word, movement. Okay, the planes end pretty much right where we can see. So let's just go that way, and there's a cave we almost stumbled into. We would have probably taken a small hit. Alright, land keeps going this way, so we're going to keep going this way. I think we're doing pretty good progress. We were getting close to about, in terms of miles, almost, we got to be at least 90 miles from the 0 point at this point in the game. Making very good progress. And I see a desert and a savanna that's too far behind. You know what? I think we might have to just say forget it, because there's just way too much lateral. Actually, I see it's starting to move more outward. We're going to take a slight backwards progress there, because like I said, I found this is actually helping in forward progress. Because you don't have to worry about it as much. You just don't want to go wholesale. I mean, like, this little bit, okay. I mean, flat out going backwards? No. It's surprising what can help you and hurt you in a game like this. Okay. So I wonder how long this show will even go. Because I mean, I thought it, you know the old saying, too little, too late. Pretty much when I thought of this show. Too little, too late. You know what? Gonna have to do this again. Because they don't seem to want to survive. Actually, like this. And this. Not gonna keep doing a crap ton of lateral movement. It's boring. Alright, what do we have here? We have question mark biome. The birch forest. I don't know why I had to struggle to come up with the name, but there you go. Stutter. Not sure we can get around it or not. You're gonna find out. Hopefully we can, because we can make up for some of the lost time we had in trying to keep moving forward. Oh, planes. See, it was well worth going this way. Or is it? We're gonna find out. Might be, might not be. Stutter. Okay, I don't see anything there. Alright. Now my question is, can I disembark the boat and the boat not crap out again? Stutter. And now. Seems you can't win either way now. If I go right up to shore, I have to spend a lot of time slowing the boat down, which I don't want to do. And I can't trust it doing the safe distance disembarkment anymore. Oh yay, it's an island. Just what I'd never wanted to see. However, okay, I see some trees. We had to waste some of them. It doesn't matter what kind. It just matters that it's wood. And of course we break them all down just so we can. There we go. Good enough. Boat time again. How are we doing on time? Alright, I guess. So, once again, in the boat. I'm sure we're going to be more than 100 miles away. I will not be 100% sure till post-production stutter, when I actually make the text that states how far I went in kilometers, which is pretty easy to do, because just put a decimal point where the comma is in terms of distance traveled in blocks. Oh, that's not what we want to see. Stutter. If we were playing a regular game, that would be a good thing to see, because they have emeralds, those extreme hills. But extreme hills, one, slow people down, and two, it's not the objective. We want to see how far we can get. Looks like we might be landlocked in a birch forest. If not, it's going to be close. Yeah, I think we're landlocked. Oh well. Oh, now we got a regular forest. I'll just move it that way a little bit. And disembark. In the direction I was pointing, no less. I like when a plan comes together like that. And go. That was a good jump. I have this strange idea one day that if I hit the jump button, the player jumps. And didn't do it again. Now the question is where to plop the bed. We're almost halfway through the episode. And of course, depending on what time of day it is will depend on... Jeez. Lag. Will depend on when we're going to actually end the episode. Okay, we are heading this way. I know that for a fact. Splash. This is too much of a minefield. Plus, if you know how to hit these lily pads, you can generate some speed and distance. Even though it's nowhere near as fast as a boat, at least you can get somewhere. As long as you don't clip any edges. Ah, I missed. Well, doesn't matter. Now we're in swamp territory. Again, swamp is a question mark biome, because I think I see desert. Because we don't know what... Nope, that's not desert. Oh, and I'm seeing things I don't like. But we got no choice this time. We're going to have to take the extreme hills route. Oh, the fun and excitement. You know what? We are now at the halfway point, so what I think I'm going to do is stop and hit the good old F3 and see where we're at. 144,750. Now. There we go. Pointed up to the sky so that it was much easier to read the numbers. Of course, there were plenty readable if I didn't, but... You know, get rid of the interference stimuli and everything is just that much easier to go by. Alrighty. Up the big hill. Yeah, so one of the things I gotta do is, as I said before, this, in regards to Firelands or Bust, and is that I'm gonna once again check my, I do it the old-fashioned way. I check my balance when I put money into it. I do not trust using electronic means whatsoever. ATM cards have been hacked. Debit cards have been hacked. ATMs in general aren't even safe to use. So I do it all the old-fashioned way. The way that works. Might not be 100% convenient all the time, but you know what's happening. You know for sure that you got the money that you need for whatever. And that's why all my friends that have all this wonderful technology are literally living on credit, and I am not. Meaning I'm not having to rely on credit in order to live. If I want something that I can't afford cash in hand, I use credit. I'm not talking about things like that. I'm talking about you have to keep borrowing and borrowing just to live. Because people do that and they wonder why. They wonder why that wonder why when things go wrong that their lives are turned upside down. Whereas if things go wrong in my camp, yeah, it'll suck. And if it's really expensive, it's gonna kill. But for the most part, it's not going to really hurt me too much. Like, if a guy's living on credit because he wanted a nice, fancy new car, and suddenly, years later, that new car needs, let's say it needs a new transmission, which, of course, the car hopefully wouldn't be new anymore at that point. The guy living on credit is going to be hurting, probably taking out more loans instead of more credit to pay for it, versus me living on what I can actually afford. I can move some funds here and there and I'll be all set. And this boat okay, then it disappeared. Did we break? There it is. Yeah, the lag is amazing. Alright, let's see what we got here. Looks like a desert. Hopefully it's not an island. Well, that's big enough to say that it's not. There's a well, which means nothing. It's just a generated structure. And places that are generated, like villages, temples, and what have not. The one rule I haven't explained yet, because we haven't really needed it, those are free roam. We find a village, find a temple, or a ruin. We can walk in any given direction we want to use the facilities, or to clean them out. Whichever. And we got plains. I might just straddle along the border. I trust deserts more than plains to have something to look at. Oh, and there's savanna. Oh, I hate this. So now I gotta pick and choose. What do I trust? Well, desert's ending, so now it's plains and savanna. Which one do I trust? I'm literally thinking about it. We haven't seen a savanna, so let's go through one. We haven't seen one today, that is. A lot of holes. Alright, do I have a feeling that we're gonna just wind up being ocean again? The answer is yes, because we don't like forward progress that much, do we? Well, actually, like I said, the oceans make it a lot easier to do that. It's just nowhere near as entertaining. And the question is stuff legit or an island? Oh, temple. Don't care. Found a temple. So what does this temple have for us? Let's find out. And out. Ooh, that was extra smooth. Who knew that was possible? Little bump. I only got 12 torches. That's not a good number. Unlike my regular series, I don't really need a crap ton. That might be just a little bit overkill. But I'm ready. Okay, that's not going to work. And because it's a generated structure, we get free roam. course, just to keep things safe. It's not a... That ain't perfect. Don't care. Alrighty. Of course, it's just a thing where I like to not... Let's see, I don't like to dig where the pillars are because it makes it a little unrealistic as to structural support, even though it's Minecraft, it's not really necessary. Just throw another one here. Throw one right there for the time being. Knock that out. There. Now we got a way. Alright, question time. What do we have? Gold. I'm not sure what use it may have, but we definitely don't need this, that, or that. Okay, you need to go away. Okay, good. More gold. More gold. A diamond. Oh no, it's night. Alright, hopefully whatever's out there is dead. Okay, I'm just gonna go up here just to be... Oh, hi, creeper. Anyway, let's see what direction... I think we came that way, so this will be the right way. And the clouds are moving to the right, so we're good. And run. So we found a desert temple. Ew. Oh, hi, creeper. I would fight you, but you're in the wrong direction. Alright, a wide desert, which makes it that much harder to see if we are actually making any... Whoa, stutter. Chose one of the worst times to do that. Over a ravine. Good job. And it seems to continue on this way. So I wonder if we can see anything of use up here. As the land over there ended, hoping it keeps going here. It seems to be going, which is good. Although lateral movement tends to kill the forward progress a little bit. That's okay. Oh, I see ocean over there. No villages. Hey, we found a desert temple, so I mean... Yeah, the findings weren't the best, but... Oh, that's just a Or that it's just another one of those desert wells. And the end is here. Oh, I got one more bed left. I gotta make more. Hopefully we get out of here before an octopus hits us. There we go. Yeah, a little variety doesn't hurt. An ocean here, an ocean there, but with something to look at in between, not a bad thing. It's just when it's a consistent ocean, it just makes things boring. Stutter. It's boring, but at least it lets us progress. And we have a forest. Stutter. I'm hoping we can find something that is more than just a forest. You know, a plain, a savanna, a desert, or even a jungle, because they have stuff. And, no. Can we get around it? No, we can't. So let's just get off here. Oh, it's going to hit a little hard. Oh, it looks like we're surrounded by it. Okay, we're still heading the right way. We like that for sure. Wow, that was counterproductive. At least there wasn't any kersplat or death, so we'll take it. And there's zombies. And run. And run. Your force is a little thick here. Might even be dark enough for a rare instance of something spawning in there. And it looks like we're going to hit winter no matter what. Stutter. We don't have food. Good enough. So, here we are, Winterland. Okay, run. Oh, I think I see planes. Alrighty, slight backwards movement here, because it just makes things move a lot easier. And here we are, planes. Not much of them. And the reason we're still moving this way is we could get more towards the center. If it were stutter. Or should I just say in that case, trip. Yeah, just a little piece, not anything of value. And we run. Winter. Not winter. And possibly planes again. So we're just gonna do a bit more lateral stuff here. And it just seems that it's ultimately a border between moderate climate to winter. Yeah, we got no choice. We're gonna hit some form of winter. This is just wrong. Yeah, we got no choice but to go backwards a bit here. Yeah, we got no choice. Splat. Okay, now let's try and move forward. Alright, decent forward stutter. Wow, what is with the stutters? And forward. And forward again. We see a regular forest. Oh, is that a plane over there? No, I thought I saw one. And the sun's starting to set again. There's about 10 minutes to go. Less than 10 to go. So we got one more Minecraft day ahead of us. And then wherever we are is wherever we are. Can't seem to find any place that's convenient. Oh, here we go. Convenient enough. And that'll be that. What I need to do now is make some more of these guys. 2, 3, 4. And we know we're going to need one to end a show with, so I did that. Alright. Planes. Planes. But doesn't mean anything. Go backwards here to hit a little piece of land so we can move a little further, a little faster. Well, there were planes. But it's the wrong way. That doesn't mean there can't be any more. Well, apparently it didn't really begin that far from here. So let's see what we got. I think it might continue more this way. Village! Oh, good thing I decided to go this way. Ouch. And it's in a plane of all places. And I don't know if it's a useful village, but we're gonna find out. Doesn't look like it's gonna be much. You don't need the wheat, I do. In case I find a horse. Alright, let's ditch that. And that. And I don't see a smith shop, which ultimately makes this a very useful village. Stutter. We don't have any emeralds. I really gotta make some stuff like that, okay? Another meat guy, 10 leather. It's not really that bad, but I don't have that. Oh, I could, but you know what? I don't have that. Alright. Uncooperative. Okay, same old crap. Alright. Well, we know the plane had a village, which, oddly enough, that we actually found a plane that actually had a village. Going through the mutton like it's no tomorrow. Doesn't have the saturation that steak and cooked pork has. You never know, we might find another village in here. I actually have found 2 villages in one biome before. And of course, in the desert, I've seen village and a desert temple. Some literally right next door to each other. Yeah, I'm thinking that'll be it. 4 minutes left. Alright. Pretty much the next sleep will be the end. And we'll figure out where we are. And then in post-production, figure out in mileage. Because we Americans are into the miles, not kilometers. Although I find it funny that some other countries use a metric system but still use miles per hour and stuff like that too. And a roofed forest. We found 1 million of those in the last episode. Yep, we could possibly use the leather. So, anything of interest in here? Decisions. Oh, I see winter over there. So we'll go this way. I think this might just end. Yeah, it appears to just suddenly end. And away we go. For a minute I thought I saw a mushroom biome. But then I saw it generate more. Stutter. Nothing of interest over there. Well, worst case. Oh, I see plane. I hope that is. It's just a piece. But I'm looking over here. Stutter. Stutter. Alright, we got something over here. And now. Ooh. Big bump. Didn't like that. You know, towards the end, I'm pretty much running out of things to talk about, and just watching the forward progress, hoping that we might get you leather.
No. No, no. No.
Because apparently some of the villagers could use it. If I had just a little more leather, would have been fine.
No.
Well, that didn't work out. That didn't work out either. Stutter. Oh, look who came back. Yeah, so right now I'm just whacking cows. You didn't live. 8 seconds to go. I'll just stop the timer, because we're pretty much close to wrapping it all up anyway. Yeah, the more of that stuff we have, the better chance we probably can get some emeralds at a village. And all the fun stuff disappears and we get into Jaggy Land. Wonderful. Alright, can we do the old pillar up routine? Because the way this is supposed to work is once we've gone by, we never come back. Provided we don't suddenly drop dead. A lot of fire truck sirens out there. It's usually not a good sign. Not a good sign. Hilltop, why not? Yeah, we're pretty good on everything, so let's sleep it off and call it an episode. Alrighty. Gonna call it an episode. Let's see how far we've gotten. Or how far we gone. Whatever's proper. 150,583 blocks out, or 150.583 kilometers. Miles, that'll have to be calculated. And of course, we flip around just before we turn off good old F3. And that's this episode of One Way. George F551 saying, hope you enjoyed, and have a good one.